Happy belated Thanksgiving to my American viewers, or at least the ones that don't want to send a bomb my way for making fun of the Tea Party. You know, even as just a casual observer from Canada, one thing that I am thankful for is that it seems many Americans might finally be getting that the government has its head up its ass when it comes to airport security. We all know by now that whenever a supposed terrorist even sneezes these days, the typical response from Homeland Security is to declare the snot a level 4 biohazard, but we really saw overreaction in spades in the wake of the attempted printer bomb. Just a quick quiz. If somebody tried to bomb your country and disguised it in toner cartridges, what would a rational response be? A. Search all cargo coming into your country. B. Profile and screen all travel originating in the Middle East. Or C. X-ray the crap out of your own citizens flying within your borders. If you picked C, then you're right at home with Homeland Security and the TSA because that's exactly what they did, even though that makes as much sense as walking from Los Angeles to Scotland. What finally made people realize that, you're asking? Well, the fact that American travelers have exactly two choices if they want to make their flight. Get irradiated by the new body scanners and hope that whoever is running the machine doesn't have a voyeurism fetish, or get molested by overpowered security guards. I'm not even being sarcastic there. There seriously is a procedure called a groin search, and women are having guards grope their breasts and poke around in their underwear. By the way, this can happen to children as well. This is all a regular part of the job now, and even the guards are disgusted by it. Or some of them, anyway. If you missed it, it finally came to a head when California's John Tyner refused to go along with this. A cell phone video of him threatening to have a guard arrested if he poked around in his crotch went viral and spawned a lot of online protests. Or that was the idea on paper, anyway. Unfortunately, a lot of them fizzled out for one reason or another. And before anyone out there tries to tell me that this makes you safer, never mind how getting goosed by a complete stranger for no reason at all most certainly does not make me feel safe, explain to me how that's supposed to work when these measures never would have worked on the underwear bomber. Oh, I know what you're thinking. If he tried that today, he never would have made it on the plane. He'd have been caught at the checkpoint. Well, he could still blow up the airport, especially since those security checks tend to have really long lines. Come and get it, motherfucker! I really hate to keep calling back to old episodes, but as I've said before, why is hardly any Western nation modeling its airport security on Israel? Whatever else you can say about Israel, they've got the most secure airport in the world, and let's face it, they're right in the belly of the terrorism beast, and they managed to do this without the naked body scanners and overly touchy guards. Basically, they do this really bizarre and unreasonable thing. They keep an eye on you when you're in the airport. They watch how you behave, what you're carrying, and if you make eye contact with anyone talking to you. Acting shifty there is what gets you collared, not organizing screens for environmental documentaries. Are you listening, Homeland Security? Israeli security also makes sure to stagger lines so that if a bomber does somehow get in, they only do so much damage. Not only has it almost totally prevented any attacks in the last 20 years, but it allows travelers to get from one end of the airport to the other in 25 minutes. The point is, there's a difference between being cooperative and being stupid. The only thing that these scanners and virtual strip searches do is humiliate and bully people whose only crime is deciding to fly instead of drive. Never mind the constitutional headaches that that's bound to generate, but what the hell does it accomplish as far as terrorist fighting is concerned? Anyone determined to wreak havoc in the States, or anywhere else for that matter, will just find some other way of doing it. Kind of like how the first attack after the underwear bomber incident smuggled bombs in through, printer equipment. And I'll remind you, cargo is still not routinely checked, if it's checked at all. Maybe it's about time that Canadians and Americans wake up and see through this prick-waving that passes for security right now. Not only does it seriously violate us as a people, but it could easily get a lot of people killed by looking at all the wrong things. That's it for me.